6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face. Blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
Such sights to show you. We'll tear your soul apart.
There are certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie. For instance, number 1, you can never have sex. Sex equals death, okay? Number 2, you can never drink or do drugs. It's a sin, it's an extension of number 1. And number 3, never, ever, under any circumstances say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back.
I'll be right back!
Just in the middle of a dream, I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, 'cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. It was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
What is up, everybody out there in Death Curse Society land? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm Red Crank. I got the Colonel. I got Zigzag. And god damn it, Colonel, that set looks great.
Yeah, unfortunately, old Trusty fell apart. And then that's all I come up with in the matter of a few hours. I'll just stick it on the wall.
There you go. That's... Duh.
I learned from you guys. I was like, fuck it.
Kind of what we all
I'm
do.
not even done yet. There's more to come.
It's evolving.
Not much more, though, because the wall's damn near full.
Holy shit.
You got a little more room there, though. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Good thing we got a con coming up, where you can acquire some more shit for the wall.
that's right.
Trust me, I've got a ton more shit for the wall. I literally need all of it. I can move Jason easily.
I gotta tell you, it sure is great to be back here. Still trying to shake off that Oklahoma stuff, man. Those folks are too nice out there, man.
Are you still suffering from that?
Dude. I almost wanted to get the going to yes there, no there, but they motherfuckers. But I know that they don't like it when we play that, so I did it.
They don't like it when we play that 7 or 8 times in a row. I think that's what really killed us on that.
Do you really think I would have been able to resist just doing it once?
No, I do.
It is wonderful to be back in the chair, though. Comfortable surroundings. But, man, what a fucking blast that was, man, Next year,
I know, next year. I promise. I will be there.
Yep.
I will save vacation time.
We already have a commitment from the Colonel that he will be attending the Oklahoma City Horror Con next year, so that should be a blast. All 3 of us in Oklahoma?
Oh, my God.
Woo!
I don't know. Shit, they do not like me.
Well, I've been looking at the dailies from the sizzle reel, and we're either going to maybe pick up some fans or we're going to lose some. And I don't know which way it's going to go yet, but it's interesting for sure.
Those clips that we keep looking at are getting better and better every time I look at them. It's funny. It's funny stuff. All right. Well, let's see who all's joined us so far. We got Lorena in the house. We got FaZe, otherwise known as Chris. We got Tanya. We got Dave. We got S. Michael. I like this one. S. Michael says, I need this in my life. We're here for a little, early week refreshment, man, just to kind of keep you guys on your toes, talk about horror, and hopefully make you laugh somewhere along the way, either at us or with us. Honestly, we don't care. If you laugh, you laugh. More than likely it's that, yeah.
Completely dropped off the internet there. Sorry.
Yep, see, that's what we got. We got Kiara here. We got Stacy here. She says she'll come on when she's home. Excellent. Patricia's watching. Can't stick around long tonight. Adam's here. Welcome. What's up, Adam? Luke is here. No, he's on his YouTube account, not on his official Facebook account.
What'd you do now?
He keeps getting in trouble. He got Zuckerberg.
I have no sense of humor.
Oh, here we go. Kiara says y'all may be getting a new camp counselor soon. Like to hear that. And God damn it. She says also, I kept watching that damn Chucky trailer last week and I was crying laughing. Thanks to you, Crank. That was sort of zigzag too, but she found her new favorite thing. You had a little bit of help in wanting to use that as the next dead horse. So.
Well, hey, man. Let the madness begin.
I'm surprised it took that fucking long.
The shitty part is, people, when we text each other, we always go with voice. It's been nonstop for a week.
It's fun.
It's beautiful.
We'll work it when we can, all right? Just,
Oh, man. Dylan's here. What's up, Dylan?
What up, dude? Missed you in Oklahoma, buddy.
That's right. We did miss you in Oklahoma, man. But we got to hang out with Rue quite a bit, so kind of made up for it. But
cool cat, man.
Dave is here. Says laughing. That's the best medicine ever. Tommy Click is in the house. Luke says he is unblocked after tomorrow. That's good.
You'll be blocked again later that day, buddy.
Yeah. I give him 3 days. 3 days, and he'll be back in the Facebook jail. No offense, man. I have no idea what you say or do. I always seem to miss it, but then it's like you're just there for a little bit and then you're gone. At least you're not like my conspiracy theory buddy who literally the last thing I saw him post was, I'm looking for a new Facebook account to go, or a new social media platform to go to because this Facebook is bullshit. And then nothing like after that. And his wife has to post shit all the time for him. It's so funny. But anyway, Ziggy, how's your week been since you've been back? You didn't get sick?
No.
Because you watched your dick.
Yep. I on the plane, you don't fuck around. They put mask on. Everybody's got the mask on. I didn't. Obviously, I'm hypersensitive for all that. I didn't see anybody coughing on the plane or anything. The people sitting next to me were pretty cool and quiet. So, yeah, and then we got to the place. We stayed out of everybody's way, stayed safe, and then same deal on the plane ride home. That was fun checking in for about 30 seconds last week from the shitty-ass Dallas internet motherfuckers. They left us sitting on the fucking runway for almost 45 minutes. I had a full hour and 10. I was like, cool. I'll be on for most of the show anyway. Oh, no. Oh, no. I ended up running to the gate. They were boarding when I got there, and it took that long to log in. Ridiculous.
We could hear you. We just couldn't see you.
Well, somebody mentioned Scorpion Zigzag, so I figured they couldn't me with the mask, right? So
right.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a still frame, though.
But then, as we say, no rest for the wicked. I get home and chill for a little bit. Then Friday, I was off again to Motor City Nightmares right here in beautiful Michigan, and picked up a couple of panels for us. We got Rob Zombie's Ladies of Halloween with Scout Compton, Dee Wallace, and of course, the incomparable Danielle Harris. And then we got Tom Matthews, CJ Graham, Tommy, and Jason together on the same stage telling stories and memories from Friday the 13th, Part 6. All coming at you from DCS. I'm fucking tired, but you're welcome.
Ziggy's been busy. Colonel, how about you? How's your week been?
Say busy. Shockingly enough, had the weekend off. So, as you guys didn't know, I made my local, well, not so local, it was about an hour and a half away. My trip to pop-up movies. So I got the Colonel Sanders movie shirt. The cow tipper was the shit.
Was it really good?
I wasn't
sure. Pretty good.
It was here. They popped it up here in Detroit for a while, and I was like, and then they said, oh, it's fucking mobbed. It's an hour wait to get a burger. I was like, just cool.
Dude.
Neat. I'm not getting one.
I got there early as shit. Like half an hour early. I was fucking straight. That was good. That was okay. That was the good part of my weekend. The bad part of my weekend? Colonel's Crypt. 2 of the 3 skits I don't like, man. I will not air them. So they have been deleted, and 2/3 of the show need to be reshot and reconfigured.
God damn it. Well, you're just going to make
I'm a picky son of a
wait a
bitch,
little
man.
longer.
I'm a picky son of a bitch. Ever since I did that rushed Colonel's Crypt episode of the on the set for Strangers Night, I have been. That's not the last one I put out. I was so fucking unhappy with it. I shouldn't have put it out, but I still did. And now I'm like fucking
Colonel.
Insert artist name that waits 10 years between fucking projects. Call me the Joe Romero of YouTube videos because it's literally going to take me 10 years to get another Colonel Script out.
We are all our worst critics.
These were bad.
True.
Did you not dislike the Summer's Eve thing when that first came out?
No, I think I always loved that one.
Okay, all right. Maybe I'm not remembering it right, or something else.
I remember I had shit to go along with it, and I was kind of drunk that night. And you guys were like, "No, we can't say that."
Yeah. I think that was the thing. I think we were like, you went far enough with what you did. That's good. That's good.
No, Lorena, don't worry. It's not even loaded on this page, I think, so you're fine.
I can load it in like a minute, but I won't.
Like, it doesn't take long most of the time.
We found it pretty quick. If we really need it, we'll get it.
Well, as most of you already know, Saturday I was able to celebrate my birthday, and I ended up having to work, which wasn't necessarily the original plan, but a couple of my karaoke singers, well, one of my karaoke singers, they're married. There's a married couple. They brought me a few things. They picked me up this alien figure, the 40th anniversary collection, it looks like, from NECA.
I wanted that.
And now, see, that's 2 birthdays now in a row that I've gotten a figure, so I'm going to have to start putting those up on my wall, I guess.
You got knuckle figures?
I'm going to collect knuckle figures now. But they also, he's really into gaming and role-playing games, and I didn't even know about this, but he and I were talking about it a couple weeks ago. He picked up the Alien role-playing game for me. It's this whole book about how to play it, and I haven't played a role-playing game since probably Dungeons and Dragons or maybe Ghostbusters in my early teens. So, not quite sure how that's going to go, but I'm going to check it out. The book is stout. And then for the stuff that I actually am into right now, some of you guys might recognize this. The hardcore alcoholics will know instantly what this is.
Is that the Dan Aykroyd vodka?
This is the Dan Aykroyd vodka, Crystal Head.
It's so fucked up.
Smooth as shit.
Is it smooth?
That's smooth, man.
I have not
I
tried
had a
this
shot.
yet.
I can't afford a fucking bottle. I refuse to spend much for a fucking bottle.
I don't know what this costs, but he was just like, yeah, that'd be good for your set. And I'm like, I need shelves. Because all I have right now are hooks. But anyway, thank you guys and everybody out there for the birthday wishes. Kiara, Jeremy's in the room. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I appreciate it. It was a good day, calm day. But when you get my age, you really don't need a whole lot of excitement. No. Ziggy can attest to that, I'm sure.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, you're right, man. But I think on behalf of the whole DCS, everybody involved, it really is, we're saying happy birthday with these 4 words.
At least it wasn't something else. So, and by the way, Colonel, no, I'm not going to take a picture of me or a video of me blowing out the candles on that cake. I know that was you.
So disappointing.
I know that was you.
Yeah.
I actually thought about it, but I couldn't figure out a way to make it look good.
My promise was not me.
Without borrowing a prop, and I am not doing that.
Holy cow!
So,
to be honest, if it was me, I would put your face at the top of each of those candles.
Just doing this, like the seal,
Exactly.
like a baby seal. Oh my God! All right, where are we going with this?
I don't even know. We derailed quickly.
We've got topics. Read one,
didn't we? We'll get. We haven't even thanked our members.
Well, we gotta run through the thing. Come on, it's been like 2 weeks, man. We need this. Let's do the whole thing. Come on.
Yeah. Thank yous to our members that are signed up right now. Our final girls, Corey, Chris, Lorena, Christy, Luke, Tyrone, our crazy Ralphs, Angelo and Peter, and our camp counselors, S. Michael and Dave. And you guys have gotten a few little sneak peeks of some things. You also know something else we're getting ready to announce here later on in the show. Stick around for that.
Gonna be cool. Holy shit.
Colonel's going to fangirl out that day.
A little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Wow, man.
And before we get too much further, thank you guys for watching Death Curse Society. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, and the Twitch. We're also on YouTube. Make sure to hit that bell and subscribe. Not that bell. Not that bell. This bell. Is that really what the Flying Nun looked like? No, that's a different show. Anyway, make sure to visit our website, also at deathcursesociety.com, where you can catch up on all the stuff that we've got going on, our videos, the calendar, the fan film database, the short film database, all the good stuff. Head on over to join, and then you can become a member and get all the cool perks that we have going to our members. We got new t-shirts, free t-shirts coming to our final girls and guys real soon. Still got to finalize the design, but we think you guys will like it. Then head over to the shop and check out what we have available for the public. I did have to add a t-shirt for the Canadian store today because of our Canadian fans up there. Okay, the one fan, Dave. But thank you, Dave. He ordered a few t-shirts for him and his friends, and we appreciate it. Every little bit helps, gets us around to different cons, and helps us pay a few bills. Also, we are on Spotify, Anchor, as Just the Audio Podcast. Look those up and check them out. And if you don't subscribe to Death Curse Society,
You'll burn in hell for this. You'll burn in hell.
that's right. You'll burn in it. No.
Yes.
No.
He'll be here all week, folks. Try the veal. Tip the waitress. Hey.
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 All right. So, what do we want to talk about first? Do we want to just get right into a trailer?
Oh my god.
I said, fuck it. Why not?
Can these walls withstand this? I don't know.
Well, all right, guys. By the way, this show is going to be a little bit different than our normal Monday Maniacs because we had something we thought was set up. Then we didn't think it was set up, and then at the last minute it was kind of set up again, but we were like, well, we already promoted this, so we went with option B. So, anyway, we just decided to kind of do a wrap-up since we've been so fucking busy the last couple of weeks. I mean, we've been at 2 cons now. You know, Colonel's been trying to run the ship himself on Mondays a little bit. You know,
It was okay. It wasn't a fucking disaster.
No, it wasn't.
We made
No, it was
landfall,
good, man.
goddammit. That's the important part.
I enjoyed that when I was sitting finally on the plane, just sitting there enjoying what was transpiring. It was fine. You guys did good.
Yeah. But yeah, we've just been so busy and wrapped up in other DCS stuff. We decided to kind of cover a little bit of the news that we've missed, you know, over the last couple of weeks. I mean, there was a lot that kind of happened. And yeah, let's get into it. One of the first things that comes to mind is the trailer for the new series Chucky coming to the USA Network and Sci-Fi. We're going to check it out together and then talk about it a little bit. So please to enjoy Chucky.
Pay attention.
Everyone has a Halloween they'll always remember. And this is Jake's.
Can't even look at him.
Can't take it serious.
Yeah, it's coming. Get ready.
You into vintage?
No, I'm into retro.
Oh, what's the difference?
About $10.
Fair enough. Look at that. Someone took the butcher knife.
So $20 for that knife set at a yard sale. Rip off.
Rip off.
Hi. I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Here it comes.
Uh-oh.
For no fucking reason.
Are you okay?
I can't stand the sight of
Why?
pussy.
Oh, no, Jake, that isn't quite right.
What happened to you, Jake? You used to have friends.
Don't forget your boy toy. Okay.
It's contagious, isn't it? Laughing at people. Well, guess what, dickheads? Now the joke's on you. Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end.
What did you do?
Mommy says real killing is bad.
Yeah, well, Mommy's full of shit. Look around you. It's the World Series of Slaughter.
Stop. Did you feel that?
Everywhere Jake Wheeler goes, death seems to follow.
This is a lot longer than I remember.
Get the hell out.
It's kill or be killed. Everybody's gotta choose.
What's going on with you? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Chucky. He's gone.
Dude, you have a serious doll problem.
If you only knew.
Hey, kid, I'm gonna go kill your sister. Wanna come?
I'm sleepy.
You snooze, you lose.
Now see, that last line right there, you know, where he's talking about killing the sister and you snooze, you lose. That reminds me of the old school Chucky that I miss about from 1988 and 90. But what do you guys think of the trailer? Let us know in the comments. Colonel, get us. Get it going. Get.
All right, so I appreciate that we finally have the classic Chucky look that we have not had for probably close to 20 years. That gets 2 thumbs up. And it looks funny. But at the same time, it's like, how much Chucky are we going to get based on this trailer? It seems to me like it's going to play out the whole season. And then finally in the season finale or 2, or the episode before, we might get a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know, man. I can't honestly say I'm pumped for this because it's fucking Chucky. I'll watch it. I know I'll laugh, but it's fucking Chucky.
I disagree with you, man. I think we're going to get a little Chucky in every trailer, but it's going to be like slow at first. I mean, you know, I don't know if he's necessarily going to just slaughter the whole town in the first episode, but he's going to take out something. Something's going to happen in that first one.
Well, still at the same time, who took my... Again, that's a fucking ripoff. I'm not paying $20 for your night. You fucking sharing. Okay, this is yard sale. I'll haggle with you. I'm going to start at 5. We'll probably meet at 10. But how in the fuck is he picking up this fucking Chucky doll? He's not going to feel this big-ass fucking butcher knife like this big. I know. Suspend disbelief for a minute. It's a fucking show about a possessed doll.
Maybe Chucky shoved it up his ass.
I'll tell you, but he doesn't have an ass. But then again, if you go by Bride of Chucky and fully functional body,
he's familiar with the inmate lifestyle. I don't see a problem there at all.
It's prison pocket.
Yeah.
Oh God. Woof. All right. Let's see what some of the comments got here. Blah 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 blah. Yep, Kiara laughing already. I had to laugh at that part. I tried so hard not to. S. Michael says, looks like a good family-friendly heartwarmer. Yeah, right. Patricia says, Devon Sawa? I'm not positive if they're in that or not.
It's like his looks changed constantly. Like the way he looked as a kid is not how he should have looked like as a young adult, man. This dude's fucking blows my mind. He's like the fucking clay face of actors. He constantly changes. I don't fucking get it.
Tyrone says, I feel like I just watched the entire stupid movie for free. Sweet. I think there's going to be more to meets the eye in this one for some reason. I don't know why. They've got a lot more time to play with rather than like an hour and a half movie. You know, they're going to have probably at least 8 episodes, 45 minutes apiece, 42 minutes apiece. I think there's going to be a lot more to this one than we're expecting. Even the fans of the series. But
yeah.
BK says, glad to see Zigzag made it out of Oklahoma in one piece. Yep. Our laws did not drag him in.
No, you know, Oklahoma's all right, man. It's full of good people. Everybody was really cool to us all the way around. I mean, everybody.
Yep. Kiara says, this looks fun to watch. I'll probably have some laughs, and there will be some great kills. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Andy says, I'm sorry, but the Chucky franchise just has never done anything for me. My older son loves it. I think Colonel's the same way. He's not the biggest Chucky fan, right, Colonel?
Exactamundo. Like the first one, the first 3 I can watch.
Yeah.
Are they ever in fucking rotation? Not at all. Like someone has to say, I want to watch Chucky. Now, I got it. Let me break it out. Like that's how it's going to fucking happen. I'm sorry. Granted, the second one's pretty fucking good, but it still does not hit my rotation.
Yeah. Dave says that looked actually kind of funny, but I'm done with the killer doll shit. BK, fucking Chucky. Tommy says this trailer is finger looking good. Chucky rocks. All right. Like some KFC as well. Andy, I can't legit get scared by a freaking doll. What's up, Ziggy?
It had some good moments. Child's Play does all along the way, the beginning, the first 2 especially. There were some good moments in there. But when you get to this trailer, the first time I watched it, I was with you guys. I was like, all right. And then I didn't hardly remember any of the rest of it, man. I just watched it right there that second time, and I was like, okay, I kind of got it a little bit more this time, you know? But it looks like they're going to give us the Chucky we want. You know, I don't know. It seems like it's going to progress. It seems like maybe each season will be kind of a stretched out telling of like the first film style. You know, they all think it's the kid. And then nobody sees it, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
you know, the thing about the and it pops up in the weirdest spot in the trailer, and I'm so curious as to what the context is in the story of the series. So, and speaking of just popping up, FaZe has to throw the comment in there.
Of course.
Luke says, I see the show lasting a season or two, and that's about it. Yeah, I don't see this going on very long tonight. Purple Goth in the house. Can't stay long, doing CCTV tonight. All right.
Oh, baby.
We'll see you.
Let us know if you catch any ghosts.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Luke says Devon Sawa is in this show. I'm not very familiar with who that is, so that's why I was like, I'll pass it off to you guys. Dylan says, looks like a good enough replacement for the reboot. Yeah. I didn't hate the reboot. I just, not necessarily the Child's Play I remember. I'll leave it at that.
It's like the movie. I'm not sure. That's one that probably didn't need to be made. I don't know. Fuck the studio. They're stupid.
Yeah, I know we talked about this a few years ago. A couple years ago, this movie came out. I'm telling you, man, that movie wasn't bad.
Right.
They just didn't call it Child's Play. People wouldn't fucking hate on it so much.
Man, you guys are firing these comments tonight. Patricia says, looks good so far. Ryan said, I'd rather watch Tiger King. I'm not down with that.
I know you're not.
Lorena says, yeah, it's bound to be better than the reboot. Kyle from Child's Play 2 is also in it. Cool. Patricia says, Tiger King versus Chucky. Oh, Lord. Oof. I would hope Chucky would beat the shit out of Joe Exotic or whatever the fuck his name is. Jeremy says, awesome, Lorena. You gotta love Bride of Chucky, at least the first 15 minutes or so. Angelo says, not my cup of tea. Lorena says, I like at least the minutes with Jennifer Tilly. I like anything with Jennifer Tilly in it. Oh, Brad's in the house. What's up, Brad? He says, fucky Chucky. Brad is one of the organizers of the Colorado Festival of Horror, which is coming up September 10th through the 12th, which we're kind of partially sponsors of. So look him up and check him out.
We got one of his folks are coming on in a couple of weeks.
3 weeks, I think.
3 weeks, and we're gonna see how Colorado does it.
The 23rd, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
23rd of August.
Yep. Patricia says Bride of Chucky is one of her favorites. Luke says Child's Play 2 is the best in the series, in my opinion. The original right after that. The rest is hit and miss. Very true.
A lot of misses.
Jeremy says Bride of Chucky made me laugh, kind of sexy in a bizarre way. You got some weird kinks, though, Jeremy. I know what you're talking about there.
Each his own.
Hey, yeah, no judgment. Just pointing it out. Lorena says, I've got to admit, I love the whole Bride of Chucky movie. Fair enough. Kiara says, whoever added that part deserves a raise. I never laughed that hard during a trailer. Purple Goth says, a lot of spiders.
Oh, man.
Spoilers. A lot of spiders. That's no good. Tommy says, I love the good guy doll from Child's Play 1. Of course, everyone I love the design of the first one. This looks more traditional. Yeah. Dave says, Saul was in Final Destination. Hey, one of our buddies from Oklahoma City is here, James.
James.
Welcome to the show, James. James tracked us down through social media because he kept missing us on the convention floor just to get a photo with us. And we were happy to accommodate, man. And James actually has another a question for you. I know you've already kind of said it, but Ziggy, what did you think about OKC? Maybe James wasn't here.
Yeah, man. OKC, definitely. You guys got the horror down. I love it. It was a great time. I can't wait to get back there, and we'll fucking bring the bearded menace with us next time. And who knows what kind of shenanigans is going to break out next year, man. So
next year's going to be fucking wild. Because I mean, we all know what Crank thought about OKC HorrorCon.
First thing is, I am not cutting my hair. I'm not changing the way I dress. I refuse to wear a suit. I've had some kinky sex. I have tried drugs. I am broke as shit. I have a judgment against me from some bitch down there in Florida.
People kept mentioning Tiger King. I was like, okay, I gotta use it one more time.
Didn't I delete that?
I saw it loading. I went looking for it, Colonel, too, and I was like, oh, that fucker took it out of here.
The video is deleted.
Deleted. Not this one.
God damn it. All right. Yeah, thank you, James, for jumping in and saying hello.
Yeah, great meeting you, man. The whole
fucking
family was really
your whole family, yeah.
Raising them right.
So we kind of we touched briefly on it, but it looks like Chucky's design is back to normal. What did you think of that, Ziggy? Or is that the way you preferred, or do you want it beat up and burnt and beat the shit?
Oh, no, man. You got to start with the right way. He's a vintage doll, and obviously they're going to be changing how it got here, I guess. If this is a continuation of the movies, then who the fuck knows what's going on? I'm curious for that. Let's see how he got to the restored form. Or if this has anything to do with the movies, which we're not sure yet. But
it's supposed to be a continuation of the movies, and that's how I don't really get it. But
so are we're to assume that he went back to the factory yet again and was reconditioned yet again? You know, I mean,
if you guys remember in Colt, there's like a ton of fucking Chuckies running around. So this could have been one.
That's what I was wondering.
In Colt.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's good enough for me.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Is maybe this is just one that snuck away at the end or whatever. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll find out October 12th when the series debuts.
Halloween.
Colonel, do you like the idea that it's kind of set in a small town and involves a new kid, supposedly 30-something years later? Does that interest you at all? Does that pique your curiosity?
A little bit. It did not have a whole small town America feel to it. I mean, I don't know about you guys, when I was in high school, not like everyone did any parties in high school. If I did, I doubt it'd be a fucking mansion. And the kid, I mean, I'll have to watch it before I pass judgment. I was a little disappointed. Like, okay, this motherfucker's like a freshman in high school. Like, even I'd be looking at him weird. I'm live and let live. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude carrying this doll around? I wouldn't have fucking made fun of him, but I wasn't thinking, like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? So I guess I'm getting picked on. It looks like just weird. I'm like, he's a fucking 8th grader, 9th grader, man. Maybe a sophomore. I'll go as far as grade 10 for Dave in Canada. Call it grade 10. That's the only thing I don't know, man. It'll work. I know it's going to fucking work. But nothing is scarier than a 5-year-old's doll talking to him, telling him to do some shit. Like, it's just not going to top Andy from part 1.
Yeah. Yeah, the teen angle is a little odd, I will admit. But let's see how they handle it in the premiere and set it up. And then we will pass ultimate judgment. Ziggy, what about you? Small town feel? Too old of a kid? Give me some lay down.
No, it's fact, I'm like kind of the opposite with it. I think buying the little 5-year-old running around going, Chucky did it, was a little hard to swallow at times when it was already like, all right, let's start watching this fucking kid and see what the hell's going on, And now with a teenager, I see this will help feed into the angst and everything and the alienation from other students. We already seen it a little bit. And Chucky, much like Sammy Kerr told, Eddie Weinbauer in Trick or Treat, just going to be feeding him how to get even with the bullies. I'm into that kind of angle, man. So, yeah, I think this will be fine. I don't have any problem with it.
All right. Let's hit a couple of these comments. This one I like. Jennifer Tilly from S. Michael. Jennifer Tilly's boobs are supposed to make an appearance in the TV series. I may be binging. Is that what the kids are calling that these days? Binging? I don't know. Dave says Tiger King is clutch, with which Andy replies, Tiger Clutch is king. I like that. James says, y'all are fucking awesome, guys. Thank you, James. No, you're awesome for tuning in, and we appreciate it. Dylan says it looks as if the protagonist is almost embracing Chucky instead of running from him. Good point. What do you think about that there, Ziggy?
Yeah, I mean, same way, though. I mentioned Trick or Treat. Eddie Weinbauer was all into it until somebody innocent got hurt, and then it was like, whoa, wait a minute, So I'm sure we're kind of in that same kind of vein. So, yeah, good eye, man.
Okay. Colonel, anything to add?
No, Zag summed that up fucking perfectly. I literally just, I concur. That's it.
Right. Is what
As
it is.
Sammy Kerr, I concur.
I concur. Yeah, we feel what you're laying down there, Dylan. We got you, man.
Yep.
Sure.
James says Chucky 1. He likes that one the best.
Yeah.
S. Michael says, so Child's Play meets Saved by the Bell. We'll see how it goes. That's a good combo right there, though. Patricia says, did you guys see the trailer for Baby Oopsie? It's horrifying. No, but now I know what to watch after the show.
Not yet.
I see, I don't know. Full Moon, man. They're like so hit or fucking miss. Isn't it Full Moon features and shit? Isn't it one of their?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's Full Moon. Or
I'll look at it just because it looks so ridiculous. But it doesn't look as fun as, let's say, what was the one with the little rag doll? That one was funny.
I don't know right now. Are you talking about Benny Loves You?
Benny Loves You. That's the other one. It doesn't look funny
yeah.
like that, I mean, but
No.
We'll get it down on it. I'm sure it's gonna come across the plate here. So
we will check it out for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, jumped ahead. Dang it. Dylan says, did the kid already get a deux de bois? Dylan, that whatever that meant. No,
dude, it's just the fucking voodoo chant he's saying to try to get inside the kid, transfer his soul over.
Oh, right.
Oh, is that what he was doing? Okay.
My interpretation of that's what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know the words exactly.
Dylan, translate that for us. If that's what you meant, I don't know. You went all French on me for a minute.
We were all there, and now we're fucking. We fell.
I was having a flashback from like 8 hours ago. Like, no, back at work.
Ooh la la.
Croissant.
All right. Kiara says, as someone who carried a stuffed animal around in a bag in high school, I think it's kind of cool. But I never had him chilling out like this boy had Chucky, though. So
well, that's kind of fitting because this Chucky does look a little chunky.
Yeah. I mean, and bringing him out at an assembly, you're fucking asking for it. Let's face it. I mean, come on. What are you doing? Stuff him in the fucking pocket if you got to bring him.
I mean, Chucky had to stop by the buffet and I had to get one in.
Yeah, I know.
Tyrone says Chucky is a poltergeist controlled by evil children. Maybe. BK says that means I binged before this show. Oh goddamn, we're going back to that now. I had a bad feeling that was going to be bad. Speaking of creepy dolls, it is. And S. Michael even says, I'm binging right now. Well,
Hey,
hope you got
Stop
a screen protector on your laptop or phone, whatever you're watching on. Squeegee, yeah.
Fling it.
You got a spooge mopper up in there? Honey,
Yep,
give me a
he
rag.
was just dropping off now by the dozen.
Yeah, it's getting rough in here. Kiara says, it's kind of like a deal with a devil type situation. He took Chucky home and is now stuck with the consequences of the action. Yeah. And Lorena says, Benny loves you. Benny loves you. BK says, if you binge too much, you'll go blind. Why do you think I got these thick ass glasses on, man? There's a Benny Loves You talking toy out there now. I know. I want one too.
They're still around. They're not sold out yet, but I mean, I think that probably will end up being something cool, especially if they do a sequel.
For $60, that's not a bad deal, I think.
Yeah. Maybe we can acquire one and like raffle it off or something.
Maybe. Kiara says, damn, autocorrect. Yeah, you keep using chunky, but I know what you're talking about. You're not talking about the soup. Isn't that Campbell's chunky?
Yeah.
Dave says, yeah, Campbell's chunky. Yeah. You know what would be creepier than Chucky? A little Feldman doll that dances and sings. We're going to get to Feldman here in a little bit. But if you're implying what I think, that's disturbing.
Yeah.
Dylan, I was trying to spell the voodoo curse thing, he says. Yep, okay. That's kind of what I thought, but Yeah. There we go. S. Michaels got you. Ade, did, Dimbala, give me the power. Make it like a hey, make it like a ho.
See, we don't run with that one. We run with this one. All is well.
Chucky is now Chucky, apparently, to my phone. I'm almost through these comments. I just want to rush through them. James says Michael Myers for president. Patricia wants a doll named Chunky. And Dave says the thick-ass glasses are for back spray. Correct. Shit. Andy says Jif Chunky. Choose, motherfuckers. Choose Jif. Choosy, motherfuckers. Choose Jif. That's right.
They didn't say fuckers. They said just
fuck you. And Kiara says, fuck you, Zach.
Fuck you.
Yes. Sorry.
I love that still gets used. I intended that to only last like that one episode.
That's a good one. I mean, come on, you got the classic, man.
Fuck you. How's that?
That is classic.
Wonderful.
That one I knew would stick around. But all right. Anything else to add on the Chucky series before we move on?
I think that's enough speculation on just a trailer for a series that's coming in a couple of months away. Yeah. And that says it all.
I'm actually pretty curious about this one. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm excited, but I'm curious about it because it has the potential to be good, and I hope it is. But man, yeah, pseudo network TV, USA and Sci-Fi has been hit or miss when it comes to horror. So
yeah, but you know what? The whole
see.
thing, the original team behind this, that gives me a big boost of faith in this whole project right there, that alone. So I'll give them its day in court.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Well, let us move on then, because we want to go right to the next trailer.
Another one.
Another one. Yeah. Do you not remember?
Let me think. 'Cause I'm sorry. Every time you guys talk, this is on here tonight.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah.
That's new.
No, that is old as shit.
But you put it back in
once. Sorry. Yeah, I'm down to cover whatever you guys want to cover. Shit.
That showed up right at the same time as this.
Now, I remember that one, and that one's been in the box for a while, so I know it's there. But
way up,
man, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the video section of this, make sure some weird shit doesn't get uploaded.
Oh, I got one more weird one, but I'll save it for towards the end.
He's dropping them in, and then he erases them before you can do anything.
Yeah, he does. Sneaky bastard. All right. Well, Peter Anthony Productions and the team over at Roseblood, a Friday the 13th fan film, making a continuation of Friday the 13th Part 7, featuring Lar Park Lincoln, Terry Kaiser, and Kevin Spiritas. Took me a second to remember his last name. All reprising their roles from Part 7. We did get a new trailer dropped on us last weekend. Check it out, and let's chat about it.
I only exist because of you. It doesn't fit, does it, Tina? Huh. Well, one word that comes to mind that does. How about manifest? As the troubled teenager manifested a demon right before our eyes. I bet that room works fine.
Her name is Rose. She's the new blood around here.
We think her control over gravity is 10 times that of Shepard.
It's showtime, Red. The General found her. She's like you in some ways, but She is something that you and I have never seen before.
Our goal is to subdue your masked friend, if he truly exists.
Where's your monster now?
Fixed it? How? Why? You have no idea what you're dealing with.
How many times have I told you? Call me Duke.
The girls, they need you, especially Tina.
The girls are on their own. I don't play God here, Julian. Neither do you.
Complete the session, Tina.
I hate you!
Tina.
I just wish you would go away! Tina! Talk to me.
I like that.
What did you think? I was just gonna send you back?
Give us your thoughts on that trailer in the comments, folks, and let's chat about this one. Now, I will admit, I had a pretty lengthy conversation with Peter today, the writer-director, just through Messenger. We were talking back and forth about a few different topics, and so there are some things that I have learned and gathered that I cannot necessarily partake or give to you folks, but good stuff coming from this one, I think. This one's going to be interesting.
I actually infiltrated the conversation a little bit and just kind of eavesdropping on what they were talking about. And this, we'll get to it. I'm sure that shit will come out when we have these folks on. Mm-hmm. But I mean, this guy knows what he's doing, and he's got a good, strong idea here. And looks like they executed it the right way. Where a lot of fan films kind of miss the point and the whole distribution of how you should tell the story. I don't see that here. And like all these other ones where they're bringing back these old 30-plus-year-old characters, I can't get enough of this shit, man. I fucking love it. And just seeing them come back again, I have a ton of questions. I can't wait to get these fuckers in front of us right here on Monday.
As long as bringing these characters back works. Now, when they first announced they were doing a Roseblood, and I even told Peter this.
Yeah.
There was either a still or a very early trailer that showed a shot of Terry Kaiser. And I remember seeing that late one night, probably after work, and commenting well before we'd even covered it on the show, but being like, drunkenly commenting, this motherfucker's dead, he can't come back. Blah. But we also figured out as we watched the trailers and the growth of the trailers that this is all inside Tina's head. And the first line of this trailer pretty much fucking confirms that because, Terry Kaiser's character says, I only exist because of you, Tina. Colonel, give me your initial thoughts on this trailer. And what do you think about all that?
I'm pretty pumped. Like I said, I did not join snoop in on the conversation today.
You need to go back and read it, though. Yeah, it's all there.
There's some shit in there you need to see.
So, it's playing out the way I thought it was playing out a little bit. Again, is it all in her head? It's especially when they have the whole Jason get up on the wall and we're looking at a younger Tina.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know. It's like, okay, does she somehow manifest Hellraiser style where he manifests and he starts growing back in this fucking suit even though we see him coming out of the fucking water, but that could be a flashback scene. Who knows? I'm really interested in this. That looks, I like the idea from what I know. And again, I'll find out more tonight or tomorrow morning when I wake up. I'll find out more. So I'm kind of like, and don't hate me, Peter. I'm sorry, but I haven't seen the movie, but I'm not feeling that dude that plays Creighton Duke. And I just, he's the only one that seemed fan film acty to me. Again, this is minor fucking nitpick here.
We'll see him in action.
The movie I watched last night, this trailer alone blows that whole fucking movie out of the fucking water.
Yeah, let's not. We don't need to.
Oh no, it's the one. It's the you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the Jason and Michael Myers one, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, get
I was
together.
gonna say, let's not open that can of worms right now.
Jason Michael Myers was fucking
terrible. Now Peter and some of the cast and crew are on another show right now, or I believe they would probably be jumping into the comments. But hey, have fun on that show, guys, and we look forward to talking to you here in the near future, hopefully. But let's see here.
We get them down the home stretch too. We'll get them like right at the end of the campaign and everything. So there'll probably be more cool shit they're going to drop right at the end there. So I think it's cool that we're getting them a little bit later than where they are right tonight.
Well, and we're also going to be, I think, talking to them a couple of times in November too, right before and maybe either before and after, or right before the release of the actual film. So, and we're going to be talking to a bunch of the cast, not just a couple of people. We're going to talk to.
Got him.
Damn near all of them, it sounds like.
And dude, he showed us some behind the scenes shit we can't talk about, but God damn it.
It's in this trailer.
I know.
Part of it anyway.
It is, but that was still kind of cool seeing it that way. And that's why I have a lot of faith, man. These guys look like they know what the fuck they're doing. So will it be as good as DeSantis? We'll see. But I think they got a great shot of being right on par with what's going on over there, too, in their camp.
See, I think this is going to be, obviously, it's going to be a little bit different than DeSantis because it takes place from a different timeline, sort of, in a way. But, and Part 7's not even really my favorite of the films, but I like the fact that some of these fan films are doing this kind of thing. And even, studio films now are kind of doing that, where they're just like either erasing the entire rest of the franchise and just doing a prequel from the first one or a sequel from the first one.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But I like that fan films are picking and choosing like what parts they want to expand on. This one's got 7. There's another group that's trying to do fan films that bridge the gap between 6 and 7, and then the gap between 7 and 8, and I think even the gap between 8 and 9. And also, that's going to be weird, man. But fun.
Also between 4 and 5, really. Like there's like from 3 to 5, there's some shit in there. Someone figured out a way to fill in some blanks there, and I think I'm all about anything attached to the final chapter. And we got more on even that a little later, possibly of something like that.
And I think that's clever, and I think that's kind of a neat way to do it. It's just some filmmakers tend to do it better than others, and Tommy says Jason was legit. This trailer is awesome. I gotta hit it. Dave says, anyone else watch His Name Was Jason, a fan film?
That's the one that just dropped
That's
out.
the one that just dropped Friday and then, or Saturday and then came back Sunday. We may talk about that later, but we're talking about Roseblood right now. I don't want to talk about that one right now. Kiara says, this looks fun, and this Jason looks big and scary. I love it. That's part of what I like about this trailer, and part of some of behind-the-scenes stuff that he showed was they reshot where Jason rises out of the water. That back shot looks pretty close to that's in the trailer. That back shot looks pretty close to the one that's in Part 7. And yeah, that's cool that they were able to recreate that and it looked that close.
Well, he's clearly a fan of Part 7. He's been very upfront about that. And that was the first impression when we first started getting pictures and this guy reached out to us. We said, hey, it's all on the Jason. And then when he sent pictures of Jason, I was like, gotta admit, man, he looks pretty fucking good. Looks pretty fucking dark and scary. I like it.
Exactly.
So if I didn't have faith in this movie, it would not be behind me.
That's true. You even added it to your set.
Still disappointed. I had to take the barn down. Sorry, but that's a conversation for later. It's about Roseblood.
It is gone.
The barn is gone.
It wouldn't fit. I couldn't get back in.
I bet the barn comes back.
No wonder I like your set so much better now. That should be the game. Will I notice when the barn makes its reappearance back into the set?
Right.
S. Michael says, "Oh, don't you dare." S. Michael says, "Roseblood just looks like so much fun. I don't even care if it sucks. 50-50 chance. There's so many Easter eggs and weird directions it's going in. It seems like a thrill ride." Yeah. Patricia says, "Looks really good." Andy says, "I mean, for a fan film, damn. Yeah, it looks good.
That's what we're saying.
Most of the acting looks pretty decent. I can kind of see what you're saying with Duke, but I think give Duke a chance because we only hear him really deliver like 2 lines in the trailer." So
I said that. I said that.
Colonel,
I said it.
I will stand with you on that. That is the one, and I hope he's better than that in his action scenes and stuff like that. But I felt that a little bit, so I'm with you, man.
Well, the last movie, the actor I'm most worried about is the lead, Rose herself, because the last movie I saw her in, I thought she was atrocious. And I said that on this show a couple years ago. But I was told by Peter that there wasn't a lot given to her for her to do in that previous film, and I should be more impressed by her performance in this one. So knock it out of the park, and I will kudos you to the hilt.
All is forgiven.
Yeah. Lorena says, "Trailer looks good, and I restrain myself from saying this before, but Jason's got jug ears. That kind of bugged me."
He did have the part 4 ears.
I got to take a look, but I might be
dude, it's clear as fucking day in one scene. It's like, you'll see.
Oh man, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah,
Dave says that looks good. A lot of returnees. James says, "Yeah, it's going to be badass." Luke says, "I'll take another fan film, considering the franchise currently is dead in the water." Let's discuss that for a minute, Colonel. Yeah. Are you okay with at least some of these fan films? Because we're not probably going to get an actual movie for, even if they start one tomorrow, another couple years.
I guess so. I'll be. You guys know I'm probably harder on these fan films than I need to be, because I will give them applaud. I was like, yeah, good for you for making a movie. I haven't. So good job on going out and doing what you want to do. So if you're going to put it out for public consumption, I'm going to give an honest review, and most of these are shit. Like other than just take Friday the 13th and Never Hike Alone movies are fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
This one I have high hopes for. It looks good. I got faith in Peter on this, but so far I really haven't liked any of them. I'll be honest with you.
Well, it's me, Billy.
I'm sticking with Friday the 13th. I'm not.
Oh, you're just sticking with Friday the 13th? Okay.
Friday the 13th. We Never Hike Alone so far. Those have been the only ones I've actually enjoyed. And I'll be honest, the first Never Hike Alone, they had me until Tommy popped up. And I was like, oh, it was cool seeing, but I was like, oh. But, rewatching it, it doesn't bother me like it used to. I actually came to enjoy it more. But we'll see. I don't know. Most of these are just so bad. Hour and a half long movies that should have been done in half an hour.
That was the one thing when Tom Matthews, we were talking, he was doing his thing, and I asked him why didn't they continue this story with Tommy and Jason? They just said, that's a wrap. Jason defeated him again, and then brought in, the Carrie angle. And, he just said, hey, nobody ever asked him, and CJ Graham was attached to be in part 7, and then same thing, scheduling, and it got bumped a little bit, and all of a sudden it was Kane Hodder was Jason, which, hey, thank goodness, because what an ambassador, for the whole horror thing,
right.
This is great that Never Hike Alone with Tommy now continues that. We actually get some kind of a finish to it. I'm looking forward to it, man, for that too.
I have to agree with Colonel though. There aren't a whole. I can't think of any right off the top of my head. Other Friday the 13th fan films that I really, really like, other than Never Hike Alone.
That's the fucking watermark. There was another one. I mean, we watched so fucking many of them. There's so many out there. There was another one I kind of dug, and for the life of me, I can't remember the fucking name of it. But it was okay. It was not, not quite as good as some of these elite ones. And I don't know, man. I guess the point is, Roseblood looks like. And the more I hear about this guy Peter and the things he's saying, I got a lot of faith in him, man. I think he's got an idea and a vision, and he's fucking going for it, man. So let's hope he delivers.
Well, and it sounds like even if they just launched a new campaign, and I actually need to get that. Let me go over here.
Yes, I'm eyeing the mini mask. I'm eyeing.
Oh, are you? Have you already looked at it? I haven't even looked at it yet.
I did, yeah.
Ziggy, talk a little bit about the connection between Rose, what you think the connection between Rose and Tina might be in this film.
I don't know. I mean, all they're saying, and we're trapped within her mind, Tina's mind, or who knows, maybe we are in Rose's mind. She seems to be a lot younger than when these events took place. So I don't really know. She seems to be more of a powerful being. That's where Jason's going to come from. That's my prediction. I think this Rose is going to be the one that summons him back from the grave. And it seems like almost, Laurie Strode style, that Tina's almost waiting for this to happen. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So, don't know.
That's not the proper link, guys. My bad. That did not copy correctly. Let me do it a different way here.
I will expand. Colonel, what do you think?
Yeah, Colonel, jump in.
Man, I'm not sure. I'm trying to. At first, I'm kind of just taking it at face value. But it's just another telepath, more powerful, kind of next generation. But I mean, there has to be some kind of fucking connection here. There has to be. There's something there. I just haven't really dug deep enough. I don't know if he said anything earlier, but just watching the trailers, I just haven't really thought about it enough to be like, okay, trying to make this connection. Yeah, like I said, could be all in Tina's mind. Who knows? Maybe Tina, and was Nick, whatever, had a fucking baby, and then Tina lost her shit and got put away, and that's her envisioning her daughter. I
didn't even think of that, Colonel. Well done, man. Whoa, shit. You might have just...
What's funny, though, is I wonder if they got along filming this movie, because we all know that they did not get along on The New Blood. They did not like it.
Well, but in A New Blood, they were together for 45, 50 days. In this, they were probably together for 2.
True, but still.
And actually, it almost looks like he's only in probably
like
2 scenes.
Yeah.
So it may have been a one-day shoot with him. So I put a link in the comments. I believe it's there now for the Roseblood new fundraising campaign on Indiegogo. So if you guys have a few extra bucks, go and check that out and help them out. They got a little bit more money they're trying to raise. But yeah. All right, now I can focus on other stuff here. Let's get back to the comments.
Other stuff, like binging.
I am not binging.
My shoulder's moving a lot like this, I'm not even sure. I know it ain't your Parkinson's acting up. He doesn't have Parkinson's, people. I'm joking.
No, that's not me. That's Michael J. Fox. Patricia says the special effects look pretty sweet as well. Yes, they do. Luke says, if anything, I hope some of these good fan films help the studio when they decide to make a new one, whenever that is, see what the fans like and want. Yeah, and I'm not saying somebody like Paramount or New Line are going to reach out to Peter Anthony or Vincent DeSante and say, hey, you want a shot at directing the next Friday the 13th when they do get the rights back? But, man, if they got hired to do a draft of a script even, that's cool as shit, you know?
Hey, you know, again, I hate to keep going back to the fucking panel I watched, but if you ask Tom Matthews, he said Vincent DeSante is a rising star and a future Hollywood star director. Said it's guaranteed. It's a lock. I believe him. You know, I mean, I could. How could we not after seeing what he's done and talking to him so many times? Fuck, you guys have seen it too.
I agree. I think he's definitely got the right eye and the right vision. And fuck, dude, that guy works all the fucking time. So he's got the right work ethic too, which those are three of the things you need right there. Dylan says, "My head overfloweth with conspiracies." There are a couple of little weird twists in this that I think might mess with us a little bit, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm curious about this one. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to go. I think I've got a pretty good lock on it, but we'll see. Stacy says, "Not bad. I'm interested. I'm just getting back into the horror movies." Well, you came to the right spot. Welcome back.
Damn, Skippy.
Kiara says, "If this is as close as we get to a new Friday film, I love it. These short films are amazing." Some of them are. Some of them are. Yes. Then there are others. No. Staying on topic today, trying to comments. Dylan says, "I'd like to think it's Tina that's totally lost it and is the killer, even if she doesn't think she is. However, Jason never dies, and all of his supplies are together, ready for him to equip them." Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I mean, would you want to see Tina just completely snapped in this one, Colonel, and maybe go that route?
No. Being completely honest with you, no. That does not pique my interest at all. That, honestly, if they went that route, I think that would probably be a big turnoff for me. Just being honest. I mean, there's only one imposter, Jason. All right, and he will never be matched or topped. Doesn't matter if a telepath can do more shit. There's only one imposter. There's only room for one imposter in my heart. That's Roy. So if Tina ended up doing something like that, I probably wouldn't like it.
That's what you get for that. What about you, Ziggy? Would you want to see this go that route?
You mean like actually have an imposter in the Jason getup?
Well, maybe it's Tina that's lost her mind and is killing people. Maybe she is manipulating Jason telepathically to kill people. There's a new thing.
I mean, I'm pretty much game for whatever they come up with here. I just want to see good kills. I want to see that's the way it goes. Really fucking make her tormented, and it should be good, man. I don't see it ruining it if that is the case. I hope not. I guess it could, sure, but I see lots of possibility for cool ways to do things if you're under that. If that's where we're at. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. James says, "What is your guys' take on Friday the 13th in space? Jason X? Short answer, probably real close, if not bottom of the list for me on my Friday the 13th rankings." Sorry. Colonel?
If you go Colonel, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You started. You had your thought. Go ahead.
If you go into it and just take it for what it is, don't take it too seriously, and just enjoy the ride, Jason X is somewhat entertaining, man. It's not the worst. It isn't. Just go with it. It's like you're watching an alien movie or something like that. It's in a different environment. But some of the little things they do and the twists they have are all right, man. It's neat. It's just have fun with it. Don't go in expecting a serious, scary movie, and you'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Colonel?
Jason X. Not a fan. Especially when it first came out. This is my first experience for my age to see Jason on the big screen. This is the first time I got, and that's what I fucking got.
Oh man,
I couldn't wait to see it. I hated that fucking movie for the longest time. But like Zag, well, he told you guys, he's told me personally, man, just don't take it too serious next time you watch it. Okay, it's a pretty bad campy movie, which it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
There are worse, but man, this is at the fucking bottom of the list still. Even though it does have one of my favorite kills in the entire.
It does have some of the most clever kills in the whole franchise. Straight up, it just does.
Yeah. All right. S. Michael says, I want to see more 8-bit Jason fan films. Nostalgiaism. Nostalgia-gasm.
Gasm.
Excuse me.
He's binging that shit too.
Still binging your 8-bit binging now. It's not good for your eyes, man. Dave says, I will give an honest review as well, even if the filmmakers were on the show. It's amazing how many movies get made, even big ones that just are shit. Like how they pass the screenplay into film is fucking crazy. Like how they get past the screenplay and then make it to film. There's a ton of work that goes into it, and that's why it's hard for me to really knock any filmmakers, because it's just... there's a lot that goes into it, man, and wow, that's the thing. But yeah, I mean, then there are films like Never Hike Alone and It's Me, Billy, and I mean, if I was involved in a fan film, I don't think if I don't get pretty damn close to the quality of those, there's no point.
The fucking bar has been set. There's no arguing. None.
Not. Let me rephrase that. If you just want to do it for like your friends and just as a goof, and here's a YouTube video, sure. But if you're going out and you're asking 1,000, 2,000 people to send you money to do a fan film, then
you better fucking bring it, man.
Good, man.
Yeah. I'm just speaking of that bar. There's no shared gold medals in this world. All right.
Oh shit!
We're in the world of DCS. We don't share gold medals. That's for you, S. Michael. Just so you know.
So you know, man. Yeah, but fuck, man. I'm sure that Dylan's New Nightmare. This is another one that looks like to be of top quality.
Mm-hmm. But it's got the right team behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a team that's proven themselves already. I should say.
Fuck, it's like it's not by accident, man. There's a reason these fucking things are succeeding, and look at that fucking good. Take fucking note, everybody. Damn.
Yeah. All righty. Dave asks, who didn't get along in part 7? There was absolutely no chemistry between Lara Park Lincoln and Kevin Spiritas, who were supposed to kind of be love interest in the movie. And I don't know if it was necessarily because they didn't get along. It was just they didn't mesh well. I don't remember all the stories on that one. Either of you want to chime in on that?
Well, they never confirmed or denied they didn't get along. It's pretty much, they play it pretty PC. I mean, every documentary I've ever seen, they're like, well, we just didn't know what chemistry wasn't there. And equals, they didn't get along. I mean, read between the fucking lines.
No, fair enough.
Use your telepathic powers. Read between the lines.
Rumor has it, right before the first take, this was heard coming out of his studio room. Now, maybe he's not a thorough wiper or something. I don't know, man. And he just went to set, and there you go. Bad chemistry.
You guys are going to make me crack this bottle open way sooner than I thought I would. All right. S. Michael says there's a part 5 fan film in Colonel's Crypt, kind of a documentary. Good to see old Roy setting the record straight. Oh, yeah. Where Colonel interviewed Roy?
Yeah.
If I don't know that people consider that as a fan film, I would have fucking tried to take it a little more serious and act a little better.
That was just a goof. It was
fun.
Yeah. That's another guy I'd like to sit down with, Dick Weon. and an interview with him if we ever can, because I think he'd have some good fucking stories about his experience in there.
Dude. They just had a Part 5 reunion in Chicago. Was it last weekend?
It was this past weekend, yes.
Yeah.
Fucking couldn't go, man.
Yeah.
They can't do
that. Was there reunion I've known of, and I couldn't go. It's like,
they got to get this shit at Whorehound. They got to bring it to the big house.
Oh, yeah. Weond was there. Deborah was there. Ron Sloan was there. Wasn't Ethel even there?
Yes.
Probably.
And a couple others I can't think of right now.
That's a panel we need.
Was Reggie there?
I don't know if Reggie was there. I have to look.
Reggie the Ruthless.
I'm just pumped that Demon's actually coming back out somewhat for these fucking.
Oh, dude.
You're killing me, man. You're killing me, Smalls.
I just tell you, who's ever at a con, I want to throw him like $100.
Yep.
To film a skit where me and him have a shit off.
Oh my god.
We were just going, oh, and I'm like, oh. Just
Ziggy and I are outside each door going, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Oh, man. See?
Now you're going to get a bitch.
Yep. You know, shit. Give him a new ID. He'd be like, "You're watching Death Curse Society."
Oh. Okay. No, if we do get him to do an ID, it's got to be from the shitter. But we are close up on him, and he does the ID, and then he does the we pull out, and we realize he's taking a shit. This is how we come up with the shit on the spot at cons most of the time. That's why they look crazy when you get to see them.
I'll make him look really surprised when I put my foot underneath the stall and tap.
Tunk, tunk, tunk. Dave asks, is Never Hike in the Snow worth watching? Yes, it's 20-something minutes. Yeah. You're not going to lose a whole lot of sleep watching it. Check it out. It's pretty one of the better shot ones out there. Westbound. This is Jason West, guys, the director of His Name Was Jason. Thanks for stopping in, man. Sorry we couldn't get you locked in on this one this time, but he says, hey, guys, great show tonight. Thank you, man. We're going to try to reschedule you here in the next month or so, hopefully. So I'll hit you up.
Yeah, busy with the release, getting up and everything like that. So, I mean,
well, they had the release this weekend, and then they noticed a couple of things that they were like, ooh, that doesn't look quite right. And so they had to go in and tweak a few things and then re-upload it. That's why it was gone for a few hours. And a couple of our viewers hit me up and was like, hey, where's that? Where's that link? It's not showing up anymore. I was like, hey, hold on. Let me get you a new one here in a little bit. So, all right. Tommy says he likes the Weed Killer Saw Blade. That's that's Roseblood. That's coming up in this film. That was in the trailer for the original trailer for Roseblood, I believe.
If you look over my shoulder, you can vaguely see it.
Looks like he went and acquired a lot of the props from the first one that are going to make another appearance in this film. That's kind of cool too. I like that.
Mm-hmm. James says Tina is sending brainwaves to Jason to kill. Very, very close. That's kind of what I was thinking. Could she do that? Could she manipulate Jason's body in a way that would be a great way to do it if you were going to do it? But
she says, "Do you think I was just going to send you back?" That could mean a number of things.
Mm-hmm. Right, back into the lake or what? Yeah, there's a couple of ways that could go. Yeah. Luke says, it's a fan film. Whatever the fan film does won't take away the original storyline. Fan films are meant for fans to make their own interpretations. Absolutely. And we're not saying any different, but some people's interpretations are strange, man. And yeah, I don't know.
Yep, and just some people just reject anything having to do with the sacred, tablets, testament of Friday the 13th, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, you've got your purist. You've got your purists, kind of like us, that love, 1 through 4. You've got your new fans of Friday the 13th. Yeah, you can include 5 and 6 in there too. But you've got your new fans of Friday the 13th that like Jason X, like 9, like Freddy versus Jason, like the remake. You know, and then you've got fans all in between that hate all 8 of those and just like 5 for some fucking reason. You know, I can think of 2 reasons why you'd like 5.
1, good kills. 2, a great script. It was funny as fuck. I'm sorry, that was a good script. Better than 3s. I think we agree with that. 3's kind of shitty.
3 is shitty?
It's kind of shitty.
3 is shitty? Really?
I can't
let's be honest, it's not that great.
No,
it's like they try so hard with the 3D effects. It's kind of just. Like I get it.
Too many iconic moments. Too many iconic moments in that film.
But that's it. And he's a bit rapey. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, he is. You know, but
we're straying way off topic here.
Especially it was like 9:30, so.
Right.
Yeah, I'll get back on topic.
Yeah.
Andy says, I'm still waiting for Machete in Space and Werewolf of the SS or Werewoman of the SS. Dave says Jason X is atrocious. Kiara says Jason X is my favorite. However, that Jason is so damn creepy. Andy says, I swear I typed Werewolf Women of the SS the first time. I caught you there. Frickin' Zuck. Faze says, I agree with Ziggy on both points. So long as the kills are good, I think I can tolerate a risky plot twist like that for Roseblood. As for Jason X, yeah, it's a fun movie. Just don't take it seriously as an F-13 film or even a horror movie. Dave is talking about no PP in the vajayjay. I'm not sure why. Why did the house blow up so hard? It's like they had 500 kilos of TNT hidden in the walls or something. They need a huge explosion in Roseblood because of the house explosion. I always did kind of wonder why that house did blow up so hard in part 7.
Kinetic.
Nope. Westbound says Melanie Kinnaman was there as well from part 7. Yeah, you guys were up there. Or from 5, I mean, yeah, from part 5. You guys were up there in Chicago, and I think they even stopped off at Motor City Nightmares this weekend. Ziggy, I'm surprised you didn't bump into them, or you don't know them, but
yeah.
Jason West and I believe Dave Brown from His Name Was Jason.
Oh shit, you guys were in Motor City. I was only in there Friday though, man. I picked up a couple of panels. And I was still fucking exhausted from OKC.
They may have come in Saturday. Maybe that was or Sunday. I'm not sure, but I did see some pictures of them there.
Did go Saturday, so that sounds about right.
Yeah. Dave says a shit off. Haha. Dave Michael. I'm nervous if Debbie Sue Voorhees comes on the show. I'll need to take a cold shower before, during, and after. She's my forbidden fruit.
Oh boy,
man. I don't know if Deborah Voorhees would ever even agree to come on this show, mostly because of the joke that I just told. And Dave says, 2 reasons. Joke I got. Dave says also like a pie eating contest, but the opposite. Brad from Kofo says, thanks for the hookup for Contact for Fan Films. No problem, man. We got you. I know we got Vincent going to send you a DVD so you can do Never Hike Alone. And then Dave, I think, was going to talk to his producing and directing partner about that. So I told you in the email. I don't know why I'm saying it again. But yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for tuning in. Luke says, Jason X is nothing more than dumb fun. Oh, yeah.
Well said.
All right. So Roseblood, sounds like we're all kind of looking forward to it. Comes out in November. Like I said, we're going to have pretty much the whole damn cast and crew on that real soon. Well, no, not real soon, but shortly before the premiere. And we may have them a little bit before that too. Check out, I'll post that comment or post that link again. Check out, and I'll put it in the description of the video as well later on. Check out their campaign for fundraising. See if there's anything in there that you can't live without. And yeah, get you some. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. $25, you can get a copy of the DVD. That's that helps.
Yeah,
immensely, man. So not that bad either. Not too big a hit to get something cool.
Since we're talking about Friday the 13th so much, let's dig into this. Corey fucking Feldman opened his goddamn mouth recently and was talking about, he basically said, oh, the lawsuit's over, with really no evidence, because everybody else that has any kind of knowledge about this topic chimed in immediately and said, well, no, there hasn't been any kind of thing released. The court has not decided. They haven't rendered a decision. Nothing's been released. So why are you saying this? It hasn't been settled, because that would be released if that had happened. But he also said he wants to come back as Tommy. Like, oh, now you do. Colonel, what do you got to say about Corey Feldman wanting to come back as Tommy?
No. I understand in part 5 they had to change it because he was filming the Goonies, and it was nice that they was able to bring him back, even though there was a dream sequence. But no, not the time is fucking past. I'm sorry. It's if I want to see grown ass Tommy Jarvis, Tom Matthews. It's like, dude, you got replaced as Tommy. Hate to break it to you, kid Tommy, sure. Not a grown ass old man Tommy, no. He can't do it. Look. Let me ask you guys this: Could you see him playing Tommy again over Tom Matthews? Let's be honest.
Depends on the script.
I hate that answer.
Okay. Here's why I say that. My script, it's Corey Feldman. But do you remember what Tommy's role in that script is?
No, because I haven't looked at it since God, damn, that's been like 3 years now. Since
3 years ago when I sent that to you?
Yeah.
You don't make it past page 10.
Yeah, he's the first one killed off, basically.
Good.
And he's dressing up the camp. You know, he's doing the special effects for the reopening of the camp. He's dressing up the special effects at the very end of the night. He's the last one on site, and Jason shows up and wipes him out. Like, literally, first 8 pages.
Then I could deal with that. I'm sorry. Do you really think he could carry a fucking movie now?
No.
Yep. You guys are both wrong on this one, man.
Okay, Ziggy, jump in then.
In the world of fucking fan films and everything going on, if he's got an idea that can facilitate another take on a Friday the 13th where he's got the connection and he still looks kind of the same, they'll do him up the same way. I think it'd be fucking fine. It would probably ignore everything that happened beyond part 4 that we remember, but I don't care. I wholeheartedly think this would be cool. I think a lot of fans would dig it, seeing him back in that role. It's been clamored for 30 fucking years, and I'd say bring it on, man. I think it would be a good watch.
Here's the thing that you're missing, though, Ziggy. He's not talking about a fan film.
I understand.
He's talking about a studio film.
I said in the world of fan films, I could like to see that, but I don't think he's got the pull anymore to bust into the mainstream and to make the film. You know, would someone have the stroke like that to get it done once the lawsuit is settled? Maybe. I don't know. He doesn't really have. He's not really the Hollywood guy anymore. You know, he's like the guy calling out the molesters and everything now. So I think he just needs some attention here. Is what this all sounds like. Because you lose all credibility when you came out and said the fucking lawsuit was settled, bro. What the fuck's all that about? We all know. We're all following this. I mean, you got all the fucking morons that still think the fucking video game's going to get updated once the lawsuit's settled. We all know that's not happening either. But my point is, we know the goddamn thing's not settled yet. And why are you out there saying the opposite?
Right.
That's where you lose me.
Attention. What he should be doing, okay, now I love them for this. I know he has a role in Deborah Voorhees' film 13 Fanboy. That's perfect. He deserves it. He is Friday the 13th franchise alumni. He gets it. He should be talking about that.
Yeah, but he's not.
I know.
Yeah.
Douchebag.
Yeah, I read that entire interview, and I think that gets like 2 lines or 3 lines of the mention. But and one thing that's interesting about Corey Feldman and 13 Fanboy, and we'll get into this maybe a little bit later, is he's playing a character. He's not playing himself. A lot of the returning alumni, like Friday the 13th alumni, are playing themselves.
Right.
And even DeSanti is playing himself in this, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Vincent's already climbed up that ladder enough to be at least a bit role in this, and I think that's cool as shit. All right. Yeah, Corey Feldman. Fuck, Jesus, shut up. Stop.
What do you guys think? Would you guys want to see Corey Feldman in a new Friday the 13th, continuing the Tommy Jarvis legacy?
Oh, you've got comments here.
What's
Luke
that?
says never take Corey Feldman seriously, and he agrees with the Colonel. Andy says I'm amazed that when Corey talks, anyone at all listens. S. Michael says Feldman should have a dance-off with Crispin Glover. I bet those two can't even stand to be in the same room together, and they're both weird as fuck. Dave says, don't even get me started on Feldman. It doesn't look like anybody's really a Feldman fan in
like
here.
that, man.
S. Michael says, I'm being honest here. Sorry, but I think Feldman is a better actor than Matthews. Ooh. And I'd have no problem seeing him come back as Tommy. All right, S. Michael, you are the diamond in the rough here. Let me throw this question to you guys and S. Michael especially. Who was the better actor, Haim or Feldman? Colonel? The Colonel doesn't even know those movies that well. I'll start with Ziggy.
They're equally mediocre.
Really?
I think so. Oh, well, what if you want to go Corey Haim and fucking Lucas or fucking like that, where he kind of carried the whole movie? What are you talking about, like License to Drive or what?
Any of their like film roles, like it doesn't just their entire body of work more than anything. Like who was the better actor? Colonel?
Feldman. The Burbs gets him the edge.
Fuck you.
I guess I'll go with Feldman. Because Haim, I mean, Lucas, Lost Boys, Silver Bullet. That's all about I know of him.
There's a lot of bad
I would
ones.
personally. Well, there's bad ones, but they're cheesy '80s flicks. They're supposed to kind of be bad. But I would say Haim by a landslide for me, because I always think Feldman is not really acting. He's just being less douchey or more douchey than his actual personality, and that's it.
You know
Haim
you're
is
bad
actually-
when Ted White wants to choke you out as a 12-year-old.
Exactly. All right. Anyway, S. Michael, get back to me with your question or your answer on that one, because I'm curious.
Sorry, Feldman.
It sounds like he
not
picked
deep,
Feldman.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things there. Dylan brings up the fact he has a role in 13 Fanboys. Still waiting for that to come out. Yep, comes out. It's supposed to come out next Friday, isn't it?
I don't know.
Because next Friday,
13th.
Patricia pointed out is Friday the 13th, but I still haven't heard any like release deals yet. So, man, hopefully we can get some news before next Friday about that. I hope. Dave says he's the opening band at the reopening of the camp and everyone in the band gets killed. That movie would be a hit. Luke says it would be Corey going after Joey. Wait a minute. There's some truth. There's some truth to that right there.
Oh boy, that's a deep cut there, man.
That is a deep fucking cut. Holy shit. James is here. He says, "Fuck no, don't want to see him in shit. Fuck off, Corey." James is definitely not a fan.
All right.
Dave says they're equally bad. The Haim and the Feldman question, I guess. All right. Kiara says, as much as I'm into horror, I don't know much about Feldman, what he did or say, so I'm at a little bit of a loss. That's all right. No worries. We try to catch you up a little bit. James chimed in again. He can't act for shit anyway. All right. All right. Andy says, Haim wore a beret better. I'm not even sure what.
Damn, I hated that fucking look.
I'm not sure what to say about that.
I know. Okay, before we get to any further, can we all agree that why the fuck did he have a poster of Rob Lowe in his room, pulling his shirt off, and the Lost Boys? And what was it up with that fucking coat? I know it was the 80s, but good Lord, what the fuck? You know, when he's first strolling through the comic book store, he's wearing a fucked up coat. I was like, what the fuck is he wearing?
You know, he didn't pick to put that poster up or wear those clothes.
I know. I mean, this is more of a, towards the set director and the fucking person in charge of the fucking wardrobe. Like, what the fuck were they thinking?
I think I'd have walked in and go, I don't think my character would be all about Rob Lowe.
Maybe he was binging Rob Lowe films at the time.
Probably was exploring himself,
For God's sake.
Where's my sound
Figuring out
effect?
who he was.
Where's my sound effect? Not that one. God damn it. All right. Luke says both had good films and bad films. Bad acting, good acting. I'd say they were pretty equal. All right. S. Michael says Haim as a lead, he led in Lost Boys. Feldman is a better character actor.
All right.
Okay.
That's cool.
I'm not sure I 100% agree, but I'll jump on board at least with that. Let me in the steering class of that ship, I guess.
Honestly, I cannot think of one role where Feldman was a lead. I can't think of one where he wasn't, that sticks out. Just a bit player.
He was good in Stand By Me.
Hello.
Ensemble.
Stand By Me, but Ninja Turtles. He did the voice of fucking Donatello.
That does not count.
It counts.
I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit, Mr. White.
On the Ninja Turtle comment, I quit.
Dude, I have such a fucked up comment I wanted to say after that video.
Bring on the Exorcist, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Hold on. We got more comments here. Kiara says, as long as however nails the spot, I'm good. I'm not quite. I don't know what that means. Maybe she'll.
Just whoever.
Oh, okay. There it is. As long as whoever, my God, I can't type, nails the spot, I'm good. What are we talking about here?
Haynes and Feldman. Who's the better Corey? And then I think she's getting back to who would play Tommy. She's like, who cares?
Oh, okay.
Nothing wrong with Tommy. Uses Tommy in his arc, But I'm just saying, I think this could happen, and it could be pretty good if he really fucking put his fucking effort in on it. Wanted to be something, he really means it, which I don't believe him anyway, but I would be okay with it.
God, your internet sucks tonight, Ziggy. All right. S. Michael says Haim led and Silver Bullet as well. Yeah, your audio is even all up and down the place tonight.
Well, that's horseshit.
Dylan says, I could see him play a role as a total loon that lives in a cabin in the woods, like he lives on top of a missile silo or some shit preparing for the return of Jason. I could see that.
Exactly right.
Luke says Feldman was hilarious in The Burbs. There you go.
See? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why he gets the edge.
Dave says maybe swap Haim for Feldman in the Silver Bullet wheelchair for a mashup idea. Could work.
You was the face? Yeah, it'd be. It'd be crude, but it could be funny.
I'm trying to think of something that would work there. You all need to watch Lorena. You all need to watch the original Blown Away, not the Tommy Lee Jones one. The Corey's first serious movie, and it's pure sewage. Oh, their serious movies were awful, but they're fun, campy. Hey, we're teens that are gonna steal a car. Those were kind of fun back then. They suck now, but back then they were kind of fun. Lorena continues, Nicole Eggert, T&A, and Blown Away, though. Now you have my interest. Zeke is here. Welcome, Zeke.
Hey, Zeke.
Haim or Feldman? Lassie, a better actor. Paws down.
Wait.
Yep. Yeah, he gets it and I don't. Fuck you. All right. Andy says Feldman moonwalks better, so point to Haim. That's good. I like that. Dave says, just a head swap, like the one in the background with the tuft of hair. It would be blowing in the wind when he was flying around in the rocket chair. Haim acts better. Lost Boys was the shit. That's James. He really does not like Corey Feldman. No good.
No good. There you go.
Dave lecture, I quit. James said, even sucked in the stand. I thought Feldman was good in the stand. Or not in the stand, in Stand By Me. Yeah. But James says, Haim was the better actor by far. See? I have at least one ally on my side with that one.
I said the same. They're same. Equally mediocre.
Equally mediocre.
Uh-huh.
God damn it. You're looking so tasty right now.
They're like the Olsen twins of the fucking 80s, man.
Okay, you said this was smooth, right?
That's smooth.
Let's find out.
There's a wrapper on it. All right, let's go to, what's our next topic here?
Sit back up. I know we touched on it a little bit last week. I know Zach probably wants to add his 2 cents. The Exorcist, I believe. I think that's the last one we had lined up.
All right. Anyway, fuck you, Corey Feldman. Shut the fuck up. All right, so.
Joey already did.
Oh, God damn it.
What the fuck, man?
What you binging over there?
Like Halloween and the 2018 release from Blumhouse. Jason Blum and David Gordon Green want to bring a sequel to The Exorcist. Oh, not just a sequel. They want to do a trilogy of films that ties to the original The Exorcist. And they're bringing in Ellen Bernstein to reprise her role. Oh, God damn it. Ziggy, is there any way this can possibly work?
Well, I can think of one way.
Let's see what keep away! The flower is mine.
I love how that demon can go wah and talk at the same time.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Work, man. That's how it would make it work. Listen. I've already stated I'm a huge fan of the revisiting these old properties with the same characters. So yes, why not? Will it have the same impact, the same disturbing shit from the original Exorcist? I fucking doubt it. But hey, man. Uh-oh. It may have happened.
What?
I'll just keep going. I think
we're here.
I think it could be okay.
Did you crash us?
No. Yeah, I said I wasn't sure, but it's holding now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's climbing.
Well, because of your WoW video and the last Corey Feldman conversation, bottoms up, folks. I'm going to try this.
Look at this. Just say no, kids.
Hoi! Thank you, Ryan. Got a little aftertaste after it goes down.
A little bit. Went down smooth, though, didn't it?
At first. All right. Yeah, I could set something on fire over here right now. That was a little bit bigger of a swig than I meant to take, too. I don't know if you guys noticed that. All right. Good stuff. Thank you, Ryan.
Dan Aykroyd, huh? Funny, huh?
Colonel, do you think this could make it? Does it deserve to be made? How about that?
I briefly touched on last week. I don't think we can make it. I don't think it deserves to be made. I think the only thing they're going to be successful with, because I know they're bringing Danny McBride back to help write the scripts, is if we ever get another obscene rant from a possessed person, that should be pretty fucking funny. I'm being fucking honest here. That could be pretty funny.
But then there's also going to be. But then there's also going to be a character that has peanut butter on their penis.
Of course, and then yeah, I'm telling you, it's not going to work. Nor does it's a fucking Exorcist. I know they're not remaking it. Fucking thank goodness on that. But still, man, it's been done. We've already had 3 other Exorcist movies after the original.
And
one was good, one was shit, and then one was blah. And these are probably going to be blah at best.
And the series, don't forget
yeah,
that.
and the TV series, which I'll be honest, I did not finish the first season. While I thought it was good, I just lost track of it and fell a couple episodes behind, and I was out.
It's somewhere on Netflix or something now. So you ought to watch the first season at least. The first season is really good.
It wasn't bad what I watched. I really dug it. I just, like I said, I worked second shift, and eventually I just couldn't catch them anymore. So,
that's the one thing that may take away from this current venture they're trying to bring back with The Exorcist, because that was pretty fucking good and had some good disturbing fucking moments in it that showed it.
And it tied to the original in a good way,
Right.
So in a very good way, I thought.
Now a new trilogy? That's ambitious, man. Why not just make one movie and see if you got anything left? See if anyone fucking cares. What is this shit?
Well,
Lord of the Rings?
One thing, yeah. Well, I mean, they're trying to, Danny McBride is trying to or not just Danny McBride, but David Gordon Green. They're trying to line up work for the next 6 years, line up a paycheck, line up some money, If they can get Jason Blum to write them a check for, $100 million or $80 million over 3 movies for the next 6 years, sure, sign me up. I'll write you 3 scripts. I don't know. I'm a big fan of the original Exorcist. I'll give it a chance. I didn't, when I first saw Halloween 2018, I really didn't like it. It grew on me a little bit a couple viewings later, but then it's dipped again. A lot. Now, these next 2 movies coming out in October and next year might change my mind, but I kind of feel the same way about it's going to be the same thing as The Exorcist. And I'm kind of shocked neither of you two have said anything, but I mean, whose house is going to catch on fire in The Exorcist?
I couldn't, because it was stolen before we even had a chance to talk about the topic. I do not steal people's material like somebody else on the show.
Wait, who stole it? Did somebody mention it already?
Oh, yeah. You know who mentioned it. Great minds think alike. You'll see the comment. I couldn't say it. I was like,
I get it. I see it now. Yeah, but I gotta hit this comment too, because S. Michael says Feldman's a better actor by default for keeping quiet about Michael Jackson for so long.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, well, here you go.
Oh, good God. Well, if anything deserves, that does. So, nice comment, S. Michael. And yep, there it is. Lorena Reagan on fire. So that's why Colonel couldn't say anything. I didn't see that before I said anything. So
she beat me to it. So kudos. Good job.
But what will catch on fire? Will it be Reagan? Is Reagan going to make an appearance?
Dude, they better bring Linda Blair in. If they're going to make this a fucking trilogy, she better just show up in at least one of these films.
She's already said she hasn't been approached, but it's early.
I don't. Fuck that. I'm not buying it. I'm thinking if they've come this far already and they've gone as far to get her and everything, something's not right with this. I bet that's already in the cards. Probably like,
is it?
We'll see.
Is it? Or, I mean, as we kind of brought up with Danielle, we mentioned to her that Paul Rudd was hit up about being Tommy Doyle again, and he had to pass on it because
prior commitment,
scheduling and everything. But that doesn't make sense for him to return as Tommy Doyle because they're not paying attention to any of that. So
yeah, we actually stumped her with
but
that.
But why would they go with him and not even talk to her about a cameo? Are they gonna shun Linda Blair the same way that they did Danielle?
Could be
it's possible. Let's be honest. Here's why they went Paul Rudd. Name recognition.
Yeah.
Horror fans, Danielle Harris, we all know her. We all love her. Your normal moviegoer, they don't know Danielle Harris. They know Paul Rudd, but they may not know Danielle Harris. So you put Paul Rudd's name up there, that's going to sell a few extra tickets. But I think it's literally that shallow why they would have approached him over her when she's way more deserving for a role in any Halloween film than Paul Rudd.
I don't know. Yeah. All right. Dave said, we're still talking about that. You could also do an ear swap on Corey Feldman from Stand By Me as well, not just the head. And now an ear swap too. You're getting very specific about your request on these.
Sounds like he had a dream.
He had like a burned off ear though, didn't he? One of the ears was like threaded off.
Something was wrong with it at the end. Yeah. Luke says they can try as hard as they can, but it will never be as effective as the original. Some of that has to do with the times then and times now, but I'll give it a chance. I'm not saying it won't be as effective. I think we've gotten to the point where we're a little desensitized as individual fans and even as a society when it comes to horror on screen. The horror in our real daily lives is almost movie worthy in some respects. So what we see in a movie anymore is just kind of like, oh yeah, chopped his head off. Yay. I saw that driving home because of that train wreck that was outside of Bensonhurst, or whatever. Bensonhurst. Where did I pull that from? S. Michael says the last Exorcist sequel sucked. The TV series sucked. What? The Blumhouse trilogy will suck. I'd rather eat piss toast. You didn't like the first season of the series? Man.
I'm sorry. I think Exorcist prequel or whatever it was called wasn't bad. It wasn't good.
Dominion?
Yeah, Dominion. But you stack it up next to Heretic, it's pretty fucking good.
Oh, Heretic was awful. But I will say that. But Exorcist 3 wasn't too bad. James has got a few things to say, or a couple things to say. He's a fan of The Exorcist and Linda Blair.
Linda Blair, bring it.
Lorena says, Captain Howdy on fire.
Stop it.
And somebody's going to be on fire, but it's not the ratings, likely.
Ooh.
Wah, wah, wah. Dylan says there have been dozens of films involving exorcism since The Exorcist came out. How can they one-up all the other similar movies? It's going to be a total reboot for the new generation. Yeah, and I'm kind of okay with that. That's one of the few reasons I do appreciate remakes is because it might get a new fan to go, hey, what's this movie, The Exorcist, that they're basing this movie on? I'm going to go back and find a 50-year-old film and watch it. I never would I never would for any other reason, but this movie's being made. So even though The Exorcist is one of the best horror movies, if not just general films of all time. So most people have at least heard of it.
Don't watch that documentary on Shudder, though.
Oh, God. Yeah,
unfortunately. Talk about being a dead horse on that one. Fuck that documentary. Oh,
well, he would deem this a failure just based on his not involvement. You know what I mean?
I did everything.
S. Michael says, I want to see old-ass Linda Blair seduce old-ass James Earl Jones. Pazuzu 2022, baby.
That'd be fucked up.
That is fucked up. Dave says, yeah, it's crazy that nothing is shocking anymore. Kind of sucks, to be honest. The world is fucked.
Just damn enchilada.
It is the damn enchiladas.
It is.
The fact that Ellen Bernstein is coming back and being a part of this, cool. I do not see. There were a few moments in Halloween 2018 that captured the same feel of John Carpenter's original. There are a few moments in The Exorcist that can never be replicated or even closely done. And I don't see that. I don't see them being able to capture that same kind of magic. As fine of a filmmaker as David Gordon Green is, he's kind of generic in a way. You know, William Friedkin, although he's just an asshole, was a risk taker and original, you know, and Blumhouse is definitely not a fucking risk taker. All they're really basing every single project that they're doing anymore is some kind of sequel or remake or reboot or promotional tie-in, and that seems to be it anyway. Maybe I'm missing something, but the fact that they tried to turn Fantasy Island into a horror film and it was that fucking laughable was proof to me that they don't give a shit about story. They care about, as most studios, I know you guys are going to yell at me, they care about the money and the fact that the name is recognizable enough to get them money. So this pisses me off in a way, really. I'll watch it, of course, because God damn it. But yeah, dude, I want like a rich uncle of mine to die, give me like a film studio that's been floundering for years and let me take over. And then DCS Productions is born, and holy shit, guys. I mean, we may fail in 5 years, but we're going to have fun doing it.
I think we could have one hit at least along the way. God's sake.
Something. I did that one. Stacy says, I just read a few days ago looking to come out with the first movie by 2023. Pandemic got in the way. We shall see. They got a lot of money into it from what I read to get the trilogy. Yeah, I think it was 80 million, wasn't it? For the whole
I think so,
kit and caboodle?
Well, I don't know. I think that's really ambitious to go ahead and lock it down for a trilogy when you have no idea how this is going to be received.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can almost...
Maybe they shoot it all.
Yeah, they can guarantee at least half of what Halloween did the first go-around, I think. They're probably counting on those numbers at least. And I think spreading that 80 million over 3 movies, yeah. I will say Blum knows how to spend money.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah.
Like we all know, horror movies are fucking super cheap to make. So, I mean, even if you just spend $25 million per movie, you're going to break even at least.
And in the world of CGI, they could probably get away with some of the more, maybe some crazier effects. But man, you know how that. I know, man. But just that's coming. There's no way they're gonna do.
I know that's what disappointed, man. Like that's one thing I love about the fucking Exorcist. Yeah, they're going shit's flying around the room. It's gonna be all CGI and gonna be motherfuckers throwing shit in front of a fan. Like, you know what I mean? It's not real. I know it's not real, but still, real fucking 45s flying around that motherfucker, man.
Fucking work.
All right. Andy says, I hear Perry Como music is the cure. I'm not sure about that. It probably works for Lorena, but maybe not for me. Luke says, my mom and my aunt saw The Exorcist when it first came out. Half the audience left in disgust. That was one of the beautiful things about that movie, man. People were like getting sick in the theater, fainting, I
would love to travel back in time. They got those things, hypotheticals. Which movie would you go back to see? Hands down, always The Exorcist. Fuck yeah, I want to see that crowd reaction.
Same here, man. Okay, here we go. S. Michael says, my problem with the Exorcist TV show is that Gina Davis was pretty much the same age as her mother. Well, yeah, okay. She was too old for the role. It was hard for me to get past that.
Yep.
I can see that, but I see what you're saying. That just didn't really bother me at the time because I thought the story was good enough. That's all. I'm going to have to watch that series again. I haven't seen it since it aired, I think, but I'll check that out. Lorena says, Bill Friedkin is a dick. You're goddamn right he is.
He's the opposite of Tom Savini.
Luke says, bravo, Crank, on Blumhouse not being risk takers. 100% agree with you. I mean, well, look at their fucking track record, man. You know, I'll use this as an example. They had a pretty huge hit with Happy Death Day, right? That was a big surprise to pretty much everybody. And then Happy Death Day 2 only made like half of what they were going to do, but they knew they had a third movie they wanted to do. But since 2 made half, they were like, fuck 3. We're not doing the third one. Sorry. Even though 2 left so many questions unanswered. And I don't like either of those first 2 movies, really. I mean, they're meh. But a shit ton of other people love them. Anyway. Dave says, true, or maybe Manilow. Barry Manilow I could maybe get behind. Well, no, I like Barry Manilow and Perry Como about the same, but I don't know about you guys. Stacy says, Stacy says, 400 million. Is that what they're paying for this? Jesus Christ. Maybe I was saying 80 million for just David Gordon Green to direct the 3. Maybe that was what I was thinking. I can't remember now. 400 million?
You know how many fucking smaller movies that would make?
If that number's true, here's what scares me about this. Say this trilogy fucking flops. We all remember what happened in the last horror movie that fucking flopped. Put everything on hold for like a few years. Remember? Was Rings? Where they just shut everything down.
That's why we never got, a sequel to the 2009 Friday the 13th because of Rings, before the lawsuit. Yeah.
If it's 400 million, I can tell you right now that they won't make it to 3 movies. They will cancel that third movie and pay all the. I don't think they will. They'll cancel the third movie and pay the bonuses that the guarantees that were offered to the actors and the director, and be like, yeah, we can't lose any more money.
Looks like there's no streaming distribution too on it, so it probably factored in as well.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
You've got a link down here I'm going to look at later on. But Dave says, who does the guy in the Sears catalog play? I don't even fucking know what that means. Refresh my memory about that. Andy says they should do a mashup of The Exorcist and that roller disco movie Linda Blair was in. Done and done.
All right.
I can.
I don't know.
Check that out.
I tried to mash up the Beyond and Xanadu, and they zapped me on that one too. That really frustrated me with the mashups.
Well, and Zigzag is a huge disco fan. You guys know this, right? Closeted though.
Solid gold, dude.
You guys wouldn't know it, but he has a portrait of the Bee Gees tatted on his back. It's fucking marvelous.
Danny Terrio is my hero, dude. Come on.
It's kind of gross, really. Dave says, getting sick in the theater at a movie. Wow, times have changed. Demon wouldn't even be sick. Andy says, Exorcist roller boogie. That's going to happen. I don't know when, but that's going to happen. Kiara says, I heard stories about people acting crazy, getting sick about horror movies back then. I wish there was some footage of that. There's footage of people passing out in the lobby and stuff during, after The Exorcist, but
there's like good shots of people reacting to Halloween as well out there. That's pretty good.
Luke says, by the way, Colonel, you did a good job on the AMA last week.
Thank you, sir.
And Dave says, totally. It's like unbelievable almost. And Luke says, Dave, just think about the people who saw Maniac in 1980. That would have been a shock in the theater. That's for damn sure. There's one right over there.
Saw it twice in the theater, actually.
And look what happened to him.
Fucking kidding me, man? That's when I was into that Savini shit at the beginning. The very beginning.
Tell me, I served with Savini in Vietnam. I don't even want to hear it.
All right. We should probably wrap this up. We didn't get to everything, but we got the most of it, I think. Oh, did I mention this?
I'm going to say we definitely got to that. That's one of the most important things.
Did we mention this?
Crank bad. Zag bad. Colonel friend. Psych.
Sorry, I use old Universal ones. I don't know how I found them. I thought they were gone forever. So I'm done playing old shit. It's deleted. Gone.
I love the facial hair on Frankenstein.
Yeah. Oh, does that one little spot? It's hilarious.
That's the worst shaving job I've ever seen in my life, but it's perfectly rectangular.
It was all the rave in the 30s, dude. Trust me. You just haven't looked back in the history books.
That must have been it. All right, guys, thank you all for joining us. It's like I said, I know it's been a weird night, but we had to throw a show together kind of last minute, and this was what we came up with. But want to thank our members, our final girls and guys, Corey, Chris, Lorena, Christy, Luke, and Tyrone, our crazy Ralphs, Angelo and Peter, and our camp counselors, S. Michael and Dave, and maybe a potential camp counselor on the way in Kiara, I hope. And don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. And let's see, what else you guys got to say? Go ahead and give your sign-offs, and then I'll make our big announcement.
All right, well, I'll make it quick because, speaking of YouTube, we got a bunch of shit coming. We got a bunch of shit on the back burner that's getting ready to come. We got shit on the front burner that's right around the edge. I know our members got a special sneak peek at what we got coming out next.
Mm-hmm.
You're going, I'm not spilling the beans.
No.
I'm not spilling the beans, whatever.
Beans?
I say dog will hunt. So
will hunt.
Keep your eyes peeled for that and don't get sick. Wash your dick. And I mean that more now than ever.
Oh, shit.
And also, don't smell like a Scuba Steve. Use Summer's Eve.
That's right. You know, I completely concur with the Colonel. You never know who's going to show up on the show. I mean, did you guys see my autographed picture of Felisa Rose here? I just wanted to show
that is nice, yeah.
It's nice anyway. Anyway, you never know who's going to show up on the show. You just never know. You got to stay tuned and see who's going to be showing up, man.
Oh, you're really pushing it now, aren't you?
I'm going to get this done, man.
All right. Yes, we will be dropping our panel that our Q&A that we hosted a couple weeks ago, or last week, I guess, at Oklahoma City HorrorCon. Man, this
fucking vodka went right to your head.
I may have to take another drink of this. No, OKC HorrorCon. We hosted a Q&A panel with Bill Mosley. We will be dropping that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And then we got a lot more content coming your way. Next week, what is the topic next week?
Oh my God.
Well, it is right before 13 Fanboy is supposed to be announced. So, yes, Deborah Voorhees will be our guest, along with Ron Sloan and Haley Greenbauer from 13 Fanboy as well. And yeah, that is going to be fun. I think I'm not positive how the timing is going to go because some of them are busy during the beginning of our show. I think Deborah's going to join us somewhat early, and then the other two will jump in when they become available. So, yep, that one's going to be a fun time. So make sure to tune in and tell your friends.
It's going to be fun. And Corey Feldman said he's going to be here. I don't know if I believe him, but he said it. So it must be true.
And I see you guys' comments, and that's funny shit. I got to hit this one at least. S. Michael says, God, bringing extra underwear. And Dave says, I will be on my best behavior next Monday. Yeah,
please,
I doubt
no
that.
perving out, okay? This goes for myself as well. No perving out, guys.
This is fucking royalty coming on next week, and don't fuck it up for us.
You know what? I might do the show next week in my Roy hood and mask the whole time. Just fuck. I'm not going to do that because when I do that, I take it off. It's latex. That's like a fucking Trojan condom. When I take it off, it's awful. It's not fun.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, we do appreciate it. Until next week, we will see you later. And for the Colonel, is this the right one? Zigzag.
So,
Red Crank saying DCS out. Catch you soon. Woo!